And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. Fresh off that win against Rex. Now coming up against Nina, this is Team Liquid's Skillous.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire, we have his opponents. We have the American Protoss player representing License to Kill LTK. It is Nina. I almost forgot to mention this, but I want to give a special shout out to a special someone in the chat. Everyone, wish a happy birthday to Starduck.
Oh, happy birthday. That means you have to play KS2 with him today, like.
No.
You have to. It's all he's ever wanted.
He just wants you to spend time with him, Poppy.
Yeah. Just throw the ball with him.
He wants to play catch in the backyard, and you keep locking him outside.
Every time he asks to play catch, you don't feed him. You're like, oh, no dinner for you then.
See, logically, you'd think that Starduck would just stop asking for catch, you know, but he doesn't. He keeps going.
It's not really my fault. He just keeps asking to play catch. I mean, what am I going to do? Let him have dinner?
He likes it, Puppy. He likes it.
It's our thing.
Oh my god. So yeah, happy birthday to Starduck. 1 year older, 1 year wiser, and speaking of being wise, speaking of being Protoss, I was not expecting Skillous to be the one to cheese first.
Yeah, this is a very fast proxy robo, even skipping out on that second gateway unit to get it. So this kind of reminds me of who is it? Who's that? There's a European Protoss of proxy robos every game.
Oh yeah,
in PvP.
Arrow Fire.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Big fan.
Literally,
it's really even faster than that.
Yeah. So maybe Arrow Fire can learn a little bit. As we do see the robo on the way, Nina did confirm that a pylon was missing and is currently looking for said pylon, scouring the edges of the map itself. But so far, this robo has gone unscouted.
Yeah, and interestingly, Nina actually going for a Twilight response, so maybe looking to hold this with Blink. I think that might be a bit of a mystery. This is going to hit much earlier than Blink will be ready.
Yeah, this is ambitious to say the least, and we'll see if Nina can respond with this. Typically, if you feel under threat, if you feel in danger, going for your own defensive robo is the play. But Skillous has his first immortal already, and we have a prism behind this to just go as quickly as possible.
Yeah, there we go. That prism is being chrono boosted out. And we just said that Immortal heading straight across the map, and yeah, without any battery, without any Immortal or anything like that for Nina, she doesn't really have an anchor here.
Yeah, there is no anchor point. I mean, the gateways are finishing up. We have Blink halfway down. There we go. The first shield battery is on the way, but it's only just now starting at the front wall. Meanwhile, Skillous is biding his time, looking for another way in. Oh my god, he's warping in a sentry! He's crazy.
Yeah, I really like this. Skillous being very cautious, maybe just overly respecting what Nina had prepared. I think Nina actually would have been in a lot of trouble if he just shoved up the ramp there, but hard for him to know that. He wants to wait till he has the prism for that high ground vision, for that potential to save his units just like that.
Exactly, and there we go. He's able to keep his stalkers alive. He's got that sentry, so Nina has to be very careful with how she engages, at risk of being cut up and at risk of being just force fielded at the ramp by that sentry. So has to respect this position, has to back up.
Yeah, there we go. A lot of damage going down on this gateway. Will be Nina trying to take out these Stalkers, but the micro is good for Skillous. Shuffles that Stalker to the back of the line with the quickness, and we do see the Shade as well going to be threatening this mineral line.
Nina's crazy. She warps in offensively across the map. There's a proxy pylon in the natural of Skillous.
Wow.
So these are gonna, she's not gonna have at home to defend, but Blink is finishing, so she'll be able to get into the main.
Yeah, interesting way to go about this. Does look to take out the pylons first, but there we go, straight on into the main. These Stalkers not quite syncing up their shots, so the shield battery is going to be helping out there, but Skillous, meanwhile, on the other side of the map is breaking on through, and this is why I don't really like this plan for Nina, is she's never really going to have an answer for the Immortals.
Yeah, she just doesn't have an army here at home. We have the boys being pulled and they're doing what they can, but the shield batteries go down. More of these pylons get picked off as well. We only have 4 of these Stalkers, 5 Stalkers remaining, and the Immortals, they're immortal.
Yeah, I mean, the really important thing here for Skillous is just that he keeps the Immortals alive, and shield battery overcharge has already been committed. We do see a little bit of a scramble just to keep everything safe at home. The shield battery overcharge being committed, and the Immortal is very low.
Oh, but the prism goes down. The Immortal barely somehow survives, and Nina has to evacuate, and we are going full base trade right now. Skillous as well is losing a lot of his workers back at home, but he still has a little bit of mining. He still has a little bit more resources to work with. As I say that, though, he's losing his last remaining probes. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Nina sends the last of the Stalkers across the map. Is going to be able to spot out the Robo with that as well, so it's an important scout. Does catch that unit, and I don't believe Skillous has any probes out on the map, so this could get a little bit awkward.
Skillous does have enough to make a probe if he wants to from that Nexus, but yeah, Skillous has lost everything, and now looking at the units tab, we've got 7 Oh, we have recall back home! We have a shield battery.
Yeah, I love this recall. This is a really, really great recall because he has the much better army. He's taken out most of the units of Nina, probably recognizes that she's not going to have enough to rebuild a Nexus, so there's no reason for him to stay and continue the base trade. Yeah. He can just secure this base, get this probe mining, and that's his path to victory.
So smart for him to conserve his resources and to wait till he has control of his main before he makes a probe. And that one probe is the MVP here. Skillous is mining, Nina is not.
Yeah, I mean, Nina, she has to go for it now. This situation's only going to get worse.
Yeah, and she's going to try and force her way in. The problem is that she doesn't know that there's any mining. For all she knows, there are 0 probes left, and he doesn't have enough, and Skillous doesn't have enough money to make a probe. So she's working with incomplete information right now, and she does have Blink, so she has micro potential at least.
I mean, it's 6 Stalkers against 3 Immortals. This is crazy. I don't know what you do here, really.
She has a sentry, so she can force a mistake and maybe force field the Immortals and cut the army in half. I think that's the only way that she can win here, is if she fights half the army.
Yeah, good point. So maybe just waiting for that sentry energy to build up here. We can see that she has that selected here, so looks like she is trying to piece this one together, think through the problem, how to work this out, but I just I'm not sure what we're playing for here. Yeah, unless you assume that there's a possibility of no mining and a draw.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's just trying to bait him. She's trying to bait Skillous to go down the ramp, you know, like that's her only win condition. Problem is that Skillous doesn't have to, like, he can give up these gateways and that's fine. He can just chill here. There is no reason to follow Nina down this ramp, and he knows this. He's just gonna scout and confirm the army, and again, it would be a mistake more than anything if he ever tried to fight this head on.
Yeah, I mean, there's just absolutely no reason to.
Yeah, we're just chilling. We're probing. We can, if he wants to, he can even throw down a dark shrine. He can be crazy.
If you're a probe, what would you want your life to look like in the game?
My life to look like?
Yeah, like, would you want to be one that like mines the main for a while and then gets taken out by like a Widow mine in the mid game, or would you want to be like the scouting probe that goes and like harasses all the SCVs?
I want to be the one that says he's scouting but goes across the map for a gas steal.
Oh, and then do you mine a gas?
Yeah, and then the minerals. That's GG gets called. Nina goes in, blinks in a last-ditch effort, but Skillous had too much, and Skillous will take the first game.
GG. Oh, I think I know what's bugging my re-entry. I think I just can't go the whole way through the replay or it breaks.
Oh, okay. You have to pause just before that happens, and you can.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna be a little while.
It's all good. It's all good. That's fine, because that gives us a little bit of time to talk this through. Asher, what probe would you be?
Oh, I want to be. I'm gonna be a Smudge probe. I'm gonna be the probe that like comes into harass and like gets all the SEVs low, but doesn't actually kill any of them, and then it gets recalled, but just a little bit too late, and it dies.
Oh, okay.
Smudge probe.
That does sound very Asher. That does sound very Smudge. Yeah.
The probe that tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
It's the probe with all the foreplay, with all the edging, but there is no release at the end, Puppy. It's just...
It's like, Puppy, it's still November. Wake up.
Puppy, I'm too tired. I'm going to go to bed.
No.
Oh,
It's the 31st of January. You know what comes after that? November.
Oh my god. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Regardless, congratulations to Skillous for that first game. Again, very aggressive, something very unexpected. I didn't expect that out of Skillous, going for a proxy robo like that. And a very unusual response from Nina. You were talking about it at the time, but to throw down a third gateway and go for a Twilight Council for Blink out of all things, when you know that there's a proxy pylon out on the map and that something weird is going on. Yeah, very, very bold move. Bold move from Nina.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I don't know. Maybe if she thought it was a 3-gate robo?
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of was a 3-gate robo, but not the immortal one, like the Mass Stalker Prism one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have to wonder. What the thought process was as we're going to be getting ready for our second game. And as we get ready, I want to give a massive shout out to someone in the chat, to Jazzvan. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. A newer subscriber, 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing and for supporting. Thank you.
Let's go. For supporting my black screen. Oh, we have a loading bar.
Oh, let's go, Papi. Let's go.
Something's happening.
Yes. It's okay.
I'm here.
Oh. Come to me, Papi. Come.
Oh, okay.
When you're ready, go ahead.
I'm just gonna make you wait a little.
Okay.
I like it.
Oh my god, you're an animal.
Oh, saying goodbye to Data C. Imagine having a third that you can hold. Oh.
This was to be fair, this was a third to the extreme though, a third and a fourth. This was never break my 4 base position, Bobby. I mean,
yeah.
Look. They went too far in some places, okay. Well,
I'm here.
I didn't know.
You'll know, trust me. 3, 2, 1, go. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Data Under the Sea. Gonna miss you. We do have Team Liquid's Skillous.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Data Under the Sea, we have his opponents. We have the American Protoss player representing Team License to Kill, LTK. It is Nina.
Now, one thing that I found the only thing that I like about the new map pool. And it's about casting PvPs. There's not that many ramp maps, not that many natural ramps on the new pool. So we're not going to be seeing too much of the one gate expand meta. And the reason I bring this up is because most people on Data C on these natural ramp maps go for a one gate expand, go for that low ground expansion pattern. But Nina instead actually going to be going for the high ground, looking like she's going to be going for a double gate opener. And this is something that we have seen occasionally, but it's definitely a bit more rare.
Yeah. In recent times, we've seen Hearthstone pull this out. We've seen Geralt as well on standard maps to go for 2 gateways. It's a little bit odd. It's outside the norm. And obviously, it does mean that Nina is going to be looking to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't think she's going to go for the Hearthstone style of 2 gate into fast Nexus anyway. I don't know if that's necessarily in her repertoire.
That being said, she hasn't thrown down a second gateway.
It's true. It's crazy.
But I guess she just high ground expands into a fast expand. But that's kind of interesting because I feel like a lot of the way that the defense works is by having the option to full wall that natural.
Definitely.
So I'm curious to see if Skillous will have a punish in response.
Yeah, like this is really odd. The Zealot is forced out. Nina does eventually expand. It's almost, yeah, it's a gate expand opener from Nina, just in a very peculiar way. I have to imagine that doing something like this does make it easier to defend against like Adept Harass, and maybe that's just something that she favors and something that she is more fond of, just because she doesn't want to deal with that sort of thing. But yeah, very, very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. And this Nexus is also pretty heavily delayed by going for the Zealot first. So we're going to have to see if she can find a way to get herself back into this, as we do see she's going to be taking that watchtower down towards the south. And maybe this probe could go for a proxy later on.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that probe is hidden down there towards the south. Meanwhile, we do see Skillous poking and prodding is able to shade away from those gateway units and threaten the main base. Nina should be sending a probe over in this direction to plug up that wall, but there is no probe, so the Adept is going to slip into the main.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned this as maybe potentially a defense for the Adept, but the Adept is going to be getting in. Not really going to be able to get any damage because the shield battery even gets taken down by the probes.
Yeah, the Citizen's Arrest. Nina shuts down the Adept. Not too bad whatsoever. At the same time, she's threatening across the map with her Zealot and her Stalker. This pylon is going to be cancelled, but Skillous has to buy a little bit more time. His second Stalker does just now come out.
Yeah, there we go. With that Stalker coming out as well, he is going to be safe back at home. We do see Nina also going to be going for almost a full wall up here at the natural, at the main, sorry. So yeah, this is just a very interesting way to go about things.
Yeah, for those wondering, we're bringing so much attention to this because SimCity is that much more important, especially in PvP, like the positioning of your units and how they interact with the game itself. So yeah, really interesting. Even in previous PvPs that we've casted from Nina, we haven't quite seen anything quite like this. So I'm sure there is a rhyme and reason for this. Meanwhile, Nina is throwing down a proxy pylon towards the south there with that probe. Oh my god!
Ooh, there we go. So Duckshrine going to be going down. I did want to point this out before. Skillous going for pretty much the same opening, but just ahead in every way. He's got extra gateways on the way. He's got his robo on the way much, much faster. So the one imbalance that Nina's going to look to exploit is having that DT shrine, but I mean, this Observer is going to be out in time. Skillous is just playing a very, very safe, solid game right now.
Yeah, exactly. And I love the tempo switch here from Skillous, where game 1, he was hyper aggressive. Game 2, he's just safe and secure instead. Despite having access to detection, that doesn't mean that these DTs won't deal damage. You know, they can definitely slip by. They can still get some damage done here if Skillous is out of position. We'll see if that's going to be the case. As Skillous is moving out across the map, and he does have a slight Stalker lead.
Talking to Nish too much. Oh. D's tease.
Shaking my head. As we do see the Stalkers dancing here with each other. The third base is a little bit under threat. We do see a couple of reinforcements coming in. Skillous slow warping in aggressively across the map.
Yeah, I mean, Skillous does have the Stalker advantage here. If he can force the fight, which he is doing by occasionally hitting the Nexus as well, he might be able to force his fight, win the fight, and then just completely take over. We do see him sending that observer across the map. Does he have another observer back home? He does. He made a second observer, and he is completely overwhelming Nina at the front here.
Yeah, exactly. He blinks on forward and shuts down all the Stalkers of Nina. She has one remaining after that engagement. The third base is going to be cancelled. At the same time, Nina is going across the map with one DT, but only one.
Yeah, the DT walked under the observer, but did Skillous spot it? It looks like he didn't. Nina looking to take out that pylon. Looks like she doesn't realize that an observer's already out. We do see one more observer as well made for Skillous, so he is all over this. He just doesn't quite have the units to clean this up yet.
Yeah, but eventually he will. Meanwhile, we see another aggressive blink on forward. He dives on top of the Immortal across the map, and the Immortal is gonna be going down. Nina is forced to pull the boys, but against all these Blink Stalkers, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, absolutely. It is just bringing the damage to those Blink Stalkers. They've already taken out a third. They're even threatening this natural as well. Nina desperately trying to get an Immortal out, desperately trying to get extra gateways up just to survive. But yeah, this is looking pretty doomed here right now. Skillous has just been much too safe, much too clinical in this game.
Yeah, he really has been, and the Nexus falls. Nina is down to one base mining right now. We have high ground vision, so this Immortal is still under threat, and there's no way to micro this back. The Immortal, the second Immortal goes down as well.
The Immortal goes down. The Stalkers are going down too. Skillous has that Stalker advantage. There are no DTs. GG's is called. Good luck again in the rest. And with that, Skillous takes the 2-0.
GG, well played. And here in this series, we got to see the multiple faces of Skillous. We saw the aggression, and we saw the defension as well. Yeah, just really solid play from Skillous. Oh my god.
So the aggressor, the defensor.
Exactly. Oh god. So yeah, we saw a peculiar opener from Nina, but an opener that maybe is going to be coming back into the meta. We didn't really get to talk much about it, but yeah, it is one of those things where I also agree. I do think it's a positive thing to mix up the PvP matchup just so it isn't as stale, and we don't see as many gate expand builds. No one wants that. Okay, look, we want our PvPs to be clan fiestas. Okay, like. That's all we want, Papi. That's all we want.
He didn't allow it. He's a monster.
It's crazy. So with that, yeah, congratulations to Skillous with a solid 2-0 win, and that is going to situate him nicely in his group overall. A great, nice amount of variety that we saw here today. We saw some cheese, we saw some macro play as well. For those wondering, we started the night with a TVT between Kelazur and Cure, and also a TVP between Cure and Estrella, and that's where we kind of got to see the more macro-oriented play, and then we divulged a little bit, and we got to revel in the filth of some cheese. It was beautiful.
Beautiful indeed. Yeah, some really good games. I think Cure vs Australia definitely the highlight for me. Those are really great TVPs.
Oh yeah. My personal highlight is Rex versus Skillous game 1.
Getting to see the Zerg.
I got to see a Zerg, but they're gone.
Wow.
Happy. They're gone.
Never seen it before. It's alright, if you want to see more Zergs, just keep an eye out for the top 8 of IEM Katowice.
Oh my god, yes, good thing to bring it up. IEM Katowice is around the corner. It is, I believe, 10 days away, just around 10 days. Oh, Papi, are we gonna go full degen? Are we gonna have a viewing party for Katowice? Oh,
I mean, unless I fix my sleep before then, I'll be up.
Nice. You love to see it. You love to see it. So, yeah, a lot of these players are looking quite good coming into it. Of course, Katowice is going to be on a different map pool and a different patch compared to the games that we're seeing, but it is still good to see, you know, the kind of form and shape that these players are in the months leading up to the World Finals. And yeah, we got some great games as well as a result.
Oh yeah, roundtable. When are we gonna do the podcast, Papi?
The Pondcast, Papi.
The Pondcast,
Yeah.
the CranKy pre-show.
Yeah. Let's go. The foreplay.
Yeah. Get me in the mood.
Oh my god. That's a good question. If we're being real, because this week we're doing HomeStory Cup, and this week is the last week when we finish up the HomeStory Cup replays. We'll be free next week. We'll be free to host a show if you're keen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. What should our topics be? What should we talk about?
The maps. I don't know.
Nutella on toast.
Nutella. Talk to me about Nutella.
We'll get a live demonstration, Papi. Let's go.
Oh. Yeah, I could go some Nutella. I'll eat some.
Let's go. Let's go. I mean, we're probably going to do maybe a little bit about the balance. The balance patch and a little bit about the maps. I think something that's probably going to be a little bit more interesting because I mean everyone's talked about the maps and the balance to death. Like this, I don't like a lot's already been said. I don't know if we want to regurgitate talking points of the Zerg Cabal.
I could.
Shaking my head, but I guess something that would be interesting. I believe the brackets and the groups are out for I Am Katowice, so maybe we can go through the brackets, go through some matchups, and we can have fun. Maybe even having some predictions as well. Some real predictions. None of this top 8 Zerg nonsense, Papi. Unless that's what you want to commit to.
I mean,
oh god. Yes, we'll have a prediction game. So yeah, we'll sort it out. Keep an eye on our social media and keep an eye on our Discord. We will have a bit of a get together sometime next week before Katowice, just to get the word out. Maybe we'll also, you know, have like some dark horse picks or who we're looking forward to seeing or what we want to be seeing. You know, it's the year of Bunny. Just saying, you know, it is his year officially.
Of Bunny?
Yeah, it's the year of Bunny.
That's not. It's Terran. This is not the year.
Oh.
We don't joke about this.
Oh, okay.
Terran's dead.
You're an animal. Oh my god. But yeah, thank you so much, Asher, for joining me today. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Even if your computer didn't want to, your computer wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted it out. Yeah.
It wanted to ladder, puppy. It's like, this is my purpose. This is what I do. I tilt stream. I tilt ladder.
Speaking of tilt streams, Asher.
No.
when is the next tilt stream, Papi? When is it?
It's probably not going to be for a little while. Oh. I'm not enjoying playing that much until I've worked out the maps a bit more.
Fair. But if there was, where can people find you? Where can they find you, Papi?
At twitch.tv/AsherBro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go. So I'll follow AsherBro on his Twitch channel. I know that he looks amazing and beautiful here before you as a fluffy feline. But if you can believe it, sometimes he looks even better with an actual cam, with a smooth face.
Oh, beautiful. Well, if the people want to see some Zerg gameplay on the Zerg maps, where can they find that?
Not on my stream. You can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I do stream throughout the week. I will be laddering tomorrow. I had a ladder session yesterday, if I recall correctly, and I'll do it again tomorrow. Yeah, we've been having fun. We've been enjoying ourselves. I think I told Jace this. I do feel the difference in the maps. Like it feels it feels good. It feels like 2 seasons ago. I don't know. It feels like
Yeah.
It feels
it's
like
the same. It's a bit worse, but it's similar.
it feels like Zerg players, like, we have a little bit more freedom. It feels like we don't get punished as hard. Is probably the way that I would put it. So because of that, I'm not dying immediately anymore. And I can actually play some StarCraft, so let's go.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to tune in, you can follow me there. Otherwise, if you're only interested in our casting, then follow us here on the CranKy Ducklings, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're all over the place, and we try and bring you as much StarCraft as we can. I know we're in the off season right now, but that's why we're doing some replay casts. I mean, everyone is. I don't know if you saw Wardy's been doing a lot of replay casts as well, and he's been a little bit sick of it. He's like, stop give me something live to cast. It's just how the off season is, but we're trying to fill you with StarCraft.
Yeah, fill them. They liked it.
Oh god. So with that, again, follow us all over the place. We have a YouTube channel where we upload on a daily basis if you want to tune into our VODs. And if you cannot watch live, but you want to watch our games, then check out our VODs on YouTube. Support us on Patreon. Support us here on Twitch. We all the money that we make here does go towards our players and goes towards our events whenever we are able to have them. So thank you so much for the support. Asher, do you have anything you want to say before we head off for the night?
Nutella's a bit like ice cream. If you pick out a smaller spoon when you go to eat it, then you can have more spoonfuls and thus more Nutella without using up as much. Always remember that.
Always be the small spoon. The little spoon.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.